When Ray and I were talking about what we'd like to say tonight, we of course discussed the ways in which Cal State Fullerton had been important to us. And we've compiled a top 8 list. So, starting with number 8, Ray.
Number 8. I'm grateful to have attended school here when I did because there are a lot of witnesses to the fact that I did indeed once have a full head of hair.
Number 7. If our achievements can be called in any way remarkable, it is primarily because of what we learned here. I don't know if we can be called visionaries, but we certainly did have visions. And high hopes and big dreams. They were allowed to flourish here. Mainly, we were taught a strict sense of professionalism. My mentor, Dr. Alvin Keller, taught me that it was an honor to be in our profession, and that as such, it was to be respected. That lesson has stood us both well out in the big wide world. Be on time, do your homework, be meticulous in your commitments, send thank you notes, be proud of your work. No matter if we are shooting a commercial, lighting a television show, playing Shakespeare, or running from vampires, we have a reverence for the process.
And number 6. Every day we're bombarded with stories about the shrinking budgets of schools and universities, the skyrocketing cost of education, and the subsequent devastating student loans that have become a necessary part of receiving a college education. We feel incredibly fortunate that we came here at a time you didn't have to hawk your future to get a college degree. Our parents could afford to put us through college, and we didn't graduate with those enormous student loans. We were allowed the time and luxury of experimenting and trying different things within our chosen profession. It enabled me, in addition to my acting major, to discover and pursue an avid interest I found I had in theatrical makeup design. The professor of the class, Abel Zeballos, who is here with us tonight, he became my mentor in this. He opened up a door to the whole technical side of the business for me. He taught me to look into a person's face and to know how and where the highlights and shadows should be painted. Today, in my career as a lighting designer, I paint in exactly the same way, but I paint with light.
Number 5. We made lifelong, deep friendships here. Many of those friends are here this evening, present and former faculty members, Dr. Joe Arnold, Dr. Voiza Arnold, Terry Allen, Todd Mafati, and Abel Zeballos. Thank you for our history together. And they all really do remember when Ray had hair.
Number 4. We all know that while universities provide a collaborative and nourishing atmosphere, they are also, by their very nature, hotbeds of political intrigue. This is where, as a newly minted adult, I was first exposed to the fine art of working within a system with creative and talented people. The entertainment industry presents just such a political minefield. There are the same warring egos, personal insecurities and tempers, budgetary pressures, and time constraints. The perspective I gained here as a student has allowed me to successfully negotiate those treacherous waters.
Number 3. In the actor training program here at Cal State Fullerton, we were taught to find ways to bring characters to life. We learned to figure out why they do what they do, why do they feel the way they do, in what ways can I relate to that? We look for strengths and weaknesses. We become amateur psychologists. The techniques that we learned for dissecting a role, in mining for the heart and the voice of the character, these skills, without question, have enriched my real life enormously. The curiosity I have for other people has hopefully, on a good day, made me more empathetic, compassionate, and open-minded.
Number 2, So many of our teachers here were scholars who exemplified what Dale was just talking about. They never stopped being curious about human nature. They never stopped learning. This has been my greatest lesson. In my 30 years of lighting design, I have learned many ways to achieve an effect, but the greatest delight is to learn or be taught a new way. We are all diminished when the joy of learning dies, and I believe when you stop learning, you cease to be a creative artist.
And of course, selfishly, number one is that we met each other. Thank you. And we got married almost 27 years ago. We have a lifetime, thank you. We have a lifetime of shared experiences, all of which started very long ago, somewhere in the dark stages of the theater department. Thank you so very much.
Thank you all.